We return now to our coverage of Taiwan and the threats it faces from China. We reported last week about the Taiwanese military's efforts to modernize and prepare for a Chinese invasion or blockade.
Tonight, Nick Schifrin reports on how Taiwan's government wants the island and its citizens to become more resilient and more ready for what the government is increasingly willing to warn might be coming. It's part 2 of our series, Taiwan, Risk and Resistance.
It begins with a manufactured military crisis. Then a manipulated broadcast. Citizens become collaborators. Society collapses into chaos.
Behind me, we see many American citizens of Taiwanese heritage in line for evacuation.
And then invasion. It's a TV series called 0 Day, as in the day China takes over Taiwan.
When we're facing an authoritarian invasion, everyone should set aside their differences in identity and come together to protect the way of life we cherish.
Cheng Sin-mei is 0 Day's showrunner. The series was supported by Taiwan's government, which allowed filming in the president's house and on a Navy warship. The National Security Council helped provide the plot, so it's in part a government attempt to wake Taiwan up.
We want everyone to understand that war is already happening in Taiwan. With fake news, misinformation, and even severed underwater cables, these are all signs that war is getting closer.
It's sensitive to depict that war on Taiwanese TV. More than half the crew asked to stay anonymous, fearing Chinese retribution. But the threat and the willingness to call it out is rising.
The fact is, the really dangerous things is not the movie. The real dangerous things is China.
We're not trying to divide Taiwan. Instead, we want to unite them. We all need to protect the safety of this land and the way of life we have here. And that way of life is a free, democratic one.
Since the inauguration of President Lai Ching-te, Taipei has been much more willing to call out China's threat to Taiwan's democracy. And Lai has insisted civilians prepare for war. Part of those preparations, training exercises like this, simulating a missile strike. Taiwan has long prepared for natural disasters, but now that preparation is tied to resisting Chinese influence or invasion.
We hope Taiwan's society can be resilient. We should rely not on the enemy not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him.
We don't want to be isolated by China.
Liu Shifeng is Taiwan's interior minister.
If the kind of gray area attack by China or by some other enemy happen, we have to have a well-preparedness.
You mean if there is some kind of attack from Beijing or another adversary, you'll be ready for it?
We hope so.
Taipei is planning to stockpile blood, food, even nationalize buses and taxis if they have to transport soldiers. And they're creating some 80,000 shelters, this one in the basement of a metro station. The metro manager and the deputy interior minister show us a site that can withstand a 500-pound bomb and hold 12,000 people with emergency power, water, and cell reception. They say the better they can prepare, the longer they can hold out.
Taiwan is preparing for large-scale earthquakes, tsunamis, and war at the same time. Missile attacks or enemy air raids, that's when this space would be opened.
Are you trying to scare people? Are you trying
Scare?
trying to motivate people?
We try to motivate them. We don't want to scare them. I just want to tell them it will be happen, but we didn't know when or why. But we still have to be well prepared.
And of course, that makes it more challenging for China or anyone to execute what they want to do.
That's right.
But Taiwan's financial systems, energy, and communications are vulnerable to Chinese blockade and cyber attack. And critics worry Taiwan isn't doing enough to prepare for social and economic disruption. There are also internal divisions. Last week's drills were designed in part to win over cities led by the opposition party that's accused the government of scare tactics.
Do you think people still think of this as warmongering?
Well, in Taiwan, we have a many opposition party. We have to tell them, you have to face it. We have to be prepared.
Some Taiwanese are concerned the island isn't prepared, so they're getting ready themselves. On a recent Saturday afternoon, young men practice clearing a building from would-be invaders. They're civilian volunteers. Their guns fire plastic. Their tactics are basic. But these weekend warriors believe the island's future is at risk. And they doubt the military can protect them.
Do you think there will be war?
I think so, yes. I think there's a high chance that there will be a war.
This active duty soldier asked we keep him anonymous. He leads this team because he says the military needs help.
Do you think Taiwan is ready for war?
Personally, I don't think so. Because Taiwan hasn't fought a war for 70 or 80 years, I think what we lack is experience.
All Taiwanese men serve compulsory military service, and on paper, Taiwan's reserves appear large. But these men say military training is insufficient. So they do it themselves. They practice a shootout and tend to the wounded. They call themselves a band of brothers, but acknowledge the family isn't large enough.
Many young people today are reluctant to join the armed forces. There's also a general lack of awareness among civilians about the importance of national defense.
That's 33-year-old Mason, a former Army engineer lieutenant. He, too, fears Taiwan is not ready.
Is the military doing enough to prepare for an invasion?
It's still not enough. If we can improve the overall defense skills of the general public, it will certainly be helpful to the military during times of war.
Understanding the stakes is crucial. If we consider the political consequences of Taiwan going to war, losing its sovereignty, we'd be risking one of our most valuable assets, our democracy.
And so they train, knowing the peril, knowing what's at stake. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schifrin in Taipei, Taiwan.